it is Sunday afternoon, and I just wanted to share a little Sunday afternoon practice with you that you can use if you just want to be like in your body a little bit, but you don't want to leave the house, but you just want to do something relaxing for yourself. And as you see, I'm just in my living room. I have my yoga mat, and I took some pillows from the couch. So that's all you need, and we will be moving around a little bit. So first of all, go sit with your legs wide and then place your hands behind you. Make sure not to overextend the elbows here, but just placing your hands relaxed behind you and just wiggle your feet in and out a little bit. So we're releasing tension here in the hip joints because often we hold a lot there, but we do it in a very gentle way. So really just wiggling in and out with the legs and the feet. Keep going a little bit. Nice and easy. Opening up the hips. So this will already increase your flexibility, and it is easy to do. So keep going a little bit. Great. Then take your legs up. Keep them a little bit higher up. And then from there, just let the legs drop from left to right. And therefore, opening, massaging the inside of the hip joints. And now really imagine that your femur bone is moving inside the hip socket when you move it. And really think it, think of it of being really, really soft and easy moving. In reality, the joints are sliding and gliding, so really let them slide and glide. Great. And we'll do a little bit more of the hips because it's such a nice place to relax. Let me see that you can see me. Great. So you're laying on your back and you just have your feet like 90 degrees under you and your head is back on the floor. You can just look to the side if you want to see the video. For the rest, you can take your head up. Now release the shoulders in the floor and release the feet in the floor. And then from here, just take up a leg and bring it towards you. And then from there, the other leg. This is all. And it looks pretty easy, but check in with your hip joints here. Maybe place your feet again back. And then really feel this, if you can release these muscles here, and then you bring up the leg. So you're gonna try to bring up the leg, maybe with some activation in the core, but really not with grasping the hip muscles here. And also all the time, just bring it back to the floor. So this is less about strengthening, it's more about coordination. Bring it up and back. And just a number of times. So at the same time, we're actually doing a really good core exercise and we are oiling the hip joints. That will make it easier to open them up and down. Releasing the head back, making sure not to grasp any muscles in the back of the neck. Up and down. Great, and then take both legs up. Just let them fall in, and from there, take both legs all the way up. You can't see my feet, but as you see, I could straighten my legs, but for now, I feel like bending them a little bit, just letting them really fall down easy in the hip sockets, and you can massage a little bit here, just massaging it a bit so that you're releasing the hips, and think of having that femur bone falling into the hip socket. Nice and soft. Great. And for a moment also just bring the arms up, letting them be nice and easy up. Great. Just letting gravity hold everything, let the bones fall down. Beautiful. And from there, just drop the hands and drop the legs down onto the floor. Good. So from here, just we'll do a gentle twist, taking the feet wide apart, and we're just gonna take for a moment the knees all the way to the other side. Just moving through, you can move your head away from your knees. And then bringing it up, doing the same thing to the other side. And a couple of times, moving the knees and the head the other way. Great. Very good. Okay, so now lay on your side, on one of your sides, doesn't really matter which side you start. And place the legs together. And then from here, we're gonna bring up the top knee and then bring it down. And if you want, you can tap a little bit your leg inside and outside so that the muscles that we're using are kind of brought into awareness. I have more pillows here. I love pillows. So you can use them under your head and then just taking the leg up and down, maybe with the tapping in and outside of the leg. Just taking the leg there. You can also keep the hand here or here. And keep going a couple of times, activating those muscles here. Maybe you already feel it a little bit burning. That's okay. Just keep going. Up and down. A couple of times more. Great. And one last time. And then release the leg and just let it fall. Good. Let's do the other side. So I'll turn around and then I'm gonna bring, if you have the pillows, you bring them on this side. And still it's Sunday, so we're doing this nice and relaxed. And then from here, bringing the leg up and down. And up and down. Just activating all those muscles, the gluteus maximus, bringing everything here. And if you want, you can do the tapping in and out. Good. Inside and outside of the leg, tapping around and up. So where we were like making space into the hip joint, now we're still using that making space, still think of the bone sliding and gliding. And of course, at the same time, we're really strengthening the muscles around it. And I'm like on purpose, really relaxed in the rest of the body. So if you're tensing up in any other parts, that's not necessary. Really coordinate the muscles we want to use and the muscles we can release. A couple of more times. If you feel like it starts to get heavy, just give it a tap. Little awareness and then let it drop. Great. From here. So then let's take our legs. Let's stay on this side. And we take our legs up from here, this side this time. And now take them all the way up. And actually, I'm going to move around a little bit that you can see me well. And I'm going to turn my legs out and in. So I'm just going to do one to show you. Turning it out, turning it in. So from here, thinking of the hip, turning out, turning in. Turning out, turning in. You can't really see my, if you would see my feet, you would see that. Yeah, great. So turning it out and turning in. Turning out, rotating in, rotating out, rotating in, rotating out, rotating in, rotating out. And I'm going to move around a little bit more. And then from here, you rotate the legs out and then let them drop to the sides. So really let your legs drop and then bring them back in. And then you're going to cross your feet. Let me change the camera a little bit so you can see. So I'm going to turn my legs out, bring them out, and then bring them back in, crossing. Bring them out and back in, crossing. Turn them out and back in, crossing. And away and back. And you can again tap the legs and back and away and back and away and back and away and back and away and back. And then we keep them here, just kind of scissoring the legs and in and out. You can keep them turned out all the time. That's a bit too much. You just do this parallel, depending on what you're used to. And great. So rest for a moment, taking the legs down, and then take them back up. And again, do this like nice scissoring movement, and then take the legs down and also take them up. So while we're still in a kind of relaxed mode, we're also really activating the core and the legs. One more time. And on and up. Great. Taking the legs in. Just let the feet relax. Maybe moving around the knees a little bit from side to side. Up and down. Here on the floor. The wooden floor. Great. Taking the legs out here. And bringing them in. And then both legs. Let them roll to one side. And just twist this way. So often when we think about moving, it's kind of you're kind of tired and you don't want to do anything, and then you think of you have to move really, really vigorously and you have to do a lot. While just doing something like this already does a lot for your body and mind. So bring the legs up and bring them to the other side. So it's not true that you have to do a lot. You can better just roll off your couch and take your pillows and do a little bit than doing totally nothing. Or even if you would want to go and do something more like really intensive, this could be a really good way to start. Great. Taking the legs back. Now let's roll up. And now let's sit in Malasana. So we're taking the legs wide. And we're going to sit like this. If this is not available to you, because for me, it's been really always very easy to sit like this. If that is not so, your heels coming up, just use your hands forward for this one, or just put something under your heels, prop it up, and you can make it higher. For me, this feels comfy, so I'm going to sit like this for a moment, just nice and lengthening the spine away. You can think of top of the head away from the tailbone. And then you can also walk your hands forward, and it's no problem if your heels come out, and then just let the head drop. So we're having a rounding of the spine all the way. And I really like this pose because it gives a lot of relaxation and grounding. So just stay there for a little bit more, and it's a great stretch for the spine. Great, and then come up, just sitting where you are. You can place your leg in front, doesn't matter which one, left or right. You can take your right leg up if you want to mirror me. And then make sure you kind of give direction in your heel. So your heel's gonna come into your elbow crease. And then from here, we're gonna wiggle. So again, we're releasing tension here in this area. You can always massage a bit, or if you feel like, well, I'm actually not so conscious of this area, tap a bit. And then really just wiggling your leg. And thinking again that that bone inside the hip socket is moving. Let it move. Let it be free. And a beautiful thing to do is just tapping the heart. And just, you could close your eyes for a moment and just wiggle and tap and think of spaciousness within the body. Let everything open up. Space in the body, in the joints. Releasing any gripping or any other things you don't need. Tapping on the heart, and there's just a gland behind this point. It will be activated. It doesn't matter. Just feel if it makes you feel nice, calm, spacious. Great. And then release the leg, put it onto the foot, and I'm changing my camera again a little bit so you can see what I'm doing, because I'm not bringing the legs in this time. I'm really bringing one foot in front of me. It's kind of 90 degrees. And then the one that we were holding on top. Again, bring some energy in the ankle so that you don't let the foot collapse. And you see I'm sitting up and my knee is coming quite far up. That's okay. You could stay here seated, if that's okay for you, or you can go forward and just take a little bit of time here. Oh, this is a really nice hip opener. Releasing the head. Thinking of making space in the body. Every breath makes a little bit more space. Then slowly coming up. See, my knee came down quite a bit. Still having action in the ankle, and releasing the legs. And as we start, bring them out and just wiggle the hip joints a little bit. Wiggling them in and out. And I feel like energetically, it's really important to open up the hips, because the energy from the head and the upper body can go down through the legs. So that's why it's so nice to do that. So take your other leg. You can bend the front leg and then take your left leg up. And then just wiggle it around, really moving it. And don't forget to energize, to give like direction into the foot so that it doesn't go in all the way, but the ankle actually stays straight. Great. Wiggling it here, visualizing this really nicely moving femur bone into your hip socket. And then you can close your eyes and just tap the heart. Breathing in and out. Beautiful. Thinking of making space in the body, space in the joints, having all the gateways open, having all the energy channels and all the physical channels open in the body. Then placing the left ankle on top of the right knee, sitting up straight, giving direction to the ankle, and then from there, just go forward. Going forward, releasing any unnecessary tension in the hip joints. Slowly coming up again. And then just wiggle the legs in and out again. From here, let's use some of the pillows. So if you have some pillows, you can place them. And you could even take pillows from your bed if you don't have these ones or similar. You could use some blankets or some towels. Really, I think everybody has something in their homes which they can use. So placing the pillows like this, I place one more for my head. And then here, I'm just gonna lay my back nice and comfortably on the pillows. So making sure you can still see me. Great. So this is really nice and comfy, and at the same time, it is opening up my back. And then from here, I'm gonna let my knees drop to the side and just let them open up. If this hurts you or your knees, prop it up. So use things under your legs to make sure it doesn't hurt you in your hips, joints. If you don't have any pain, you could also leave it like that. And bring the hands to the side and just relax here for a moment. Again, if you feel like I need to move a lot, but actually also tired, this is great. And already in a pose like this, lots is happening. We're bending the spine in the opposite direction of where it often is when we're behind a desk or in any position that is not helping. So this is great. Just release. You don't have to do anything. Releasing the head a little bit more into the pillows and the back, letting the chest be nice and open. Releasing all unnecessary tension. And see if you can also release all unnecessary thoughts. Just find the stillness in between the thoughts. Great. Now, if you would want to stay here a bit longer, please do so. Just press pause. If you've had enough, just bring your knees back together, rolling to your right side, and come up in between all the pillows into a seated position. Well, I hope that this little exercising has helped you already. We're going to end with just squeezing the arms a little bit, and because we just opened the chest, just take your clavicle and massage the chest, just rub it here a little bit, getting yourself into an open-hearted space, squeeze, and rub the arm and the shoulder and the chest, all the sides. Great. Then just taking your hands in front of you into prayer position. And rub the hands for a moment. And now close your eyes. And then place your hands over your eyes. Just really letting the energy of your hands going into your eyes and letting your face move towards your hands. And then very slowly taking the hands away. Open your eyes again up halfway. And then take the hands away all the way, opening up the eyes all the way. Seeing the world around you while you are connected to your beautiful body. Have a great Sunday or any day that you're watching this. Thank you very much. Namaste.